Hey, Ascenters, how are you? This is totally doable, Tanya. A little bit late. It's supposed to come out on a Monday. Hope you can hear me okay. Got the microphone here. Let's get that out of the way. Anyway, it's a little wobbly. I promise working on a tripod over here. But anyway, let's do it. Episode 2, totally doable, Tanya. So, if you look at, let's start from the beginning. Okay, our goal is to make this totally doable. There's the title page of the Tanya, where it has the famous lines that the Tanya's job, the Alter Rebbe says. I'm just looking at it here on the side as I talk to you here. You can look on at home, introductory page. But the Alter Rebbe tells us, hey, I've collected this from holy sages and masters, my own teachers, and what I'm about to share with you is based on the verse that Moshe Rabbeinu says to the Jewish people as they're about to go into Eretz Yisrael, and he is wrapping up his mission. He's telling them, Ki karov elecha davar me'od befichach ubilvavcha lasoy, so that this thing is totally doable. This is where the idea of totally doable comes from. This thing. Now we got to figure out what is this thing. But this thing is totally doable in your heart and your mouth and in your actions. So here we're talking about, on a basic level, the only thing that we control. We have a relationship with the creator of the universe, and he says, you guys, your job, and girls, got to be fair, got to be awesome. Thought, speech, and action is the one thing that we control. And it's something we're going to come back to and talk about a lot, because psychologically speaking, it has a lot of profound impact and import. But thought, speech, and action. But what is this thing that's totally doable? So something that people don't often do, and I encourage you to do it, is to look at the verses itself. Let's see, where is this verse? It's in Devarim 30:14. So go check it out. Chabad.org has a chumash. Go to Devarim, I think it's back as verse 9. So chapter 30, back to verse 9. And Moshe Rabbeinu over there is talking about Torah and mitzvahs, learning Torah and studying mitzvahs. But wait, step it back a little bit further. What is Torah and mitzvahs? Torah and mitzvahs is the relationship that we have with the Creator. Because how do we connect? How do finite beings have a relationship with the infinite? Well, the infinite says, get to know me. Here's my Torah. Like any human being, lahavdil, but to learn from our own human relationships, because it's a relationship with the Creator, is that I want to learn from my relationships. I need to learn more about you, to develop a more of a desire to connect to you, otherwise known as love, to become more respectful and more disinterested in things that you find unappealing, otherwise known as fear. Get to know me, well, that's Torah, and then connect to me. Here are the 248 things I would love for you to do, I need for you to do. Here are the 365 things I'd love for you to avoid because it gets in the way. So basically saying a relationship, Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, hey guys, a relationship with the Creator, it's not that it's not challenging, not that it has its ups and its downs, but it's doable. You have to know it's natural. It's possible. And when we know that something's doable, it's kind of like, I haven't ridden a bike in a long time. So I'm a little bit rusty, but there isn't a concern in the back of my mind, will I be able to do it? And so Moshe Rabbeinu says, hey, listen, it's totally doable. And this is the mission statement of the entire Tanya. The Alter Rebbe puts it right in the beginning and saying, this whole book is coming to explain this to you, which means every chapter, every concept that's coming has to conform to that, of showing me, hey, how is a relationship between the little soul, this piece of the Creator that's in a body, this relationship with the Master of the universe, the Creator of all reality, how is it totally doable? And the deeper explanation of this is totally doable in your heart and your mind is that where it says in your heart and in your mouth that you may do it as thought, speech, and action, but at a deeper level, in your heart means with emotion, with real feeling, with our inwardness, that it's a relationship, not just superficial, like, we just pass by and we're acquaintances. Hi, how are you? And that hi, how are you doesn't mean I have any interest in really getting to know you. But it's hi, welcome. So it's a deep relationship. The Creator of the universe put it in the world that we don't just go through it with our emotions, but our inner being is wrapped up in it. And the entire Tanya, every chapter, every one of the books has to conform to this mission statement. Like any of you know, if you've done nonprofit work, if you've opened a business, you know what a mission statement is. What's our marketing strategy? What's our goal? And everything has to conform to that goal. If it helps me get to that goal better, then we're going to do it. And if it interferes with achieving that goal, then we're going to stay away from it. Well, Tanya has a mission statement also. And that's the very first page of the Tanya. It's very important. A lot of times we blow through it. So what I'm telling you is that Judaism is a relationship. The Alter Rebbe and Chassidus and its teachings are coming to enlighten us and show us how it's a relationship with the Creator of the universe. our soul connecting with the Creator, using the world in order to connect and facilitate that relationship, using our relationships with others to connect the Creator of the universe, and that Moshe Rabbeinu is telling us it's totally doable, and the Tanya is coming to explain it, because, for example, chapter 17, the Alter Rebbe revisits that and goes, okay, let's be honest, it's not so easy. It can be challenging. To go through the motions is easy, but that's not what the Creator of the universe put us here for. It's to get a bit emotional about it. And so that's what the entirety of the Tanya is coming to explain, how having a relationship to Hashem, and through learning Torah and getting to know Him more, and through doing and not doing the commandments, he said the do's and the don'ts, puts us into a relationship and connecting, and on an emotional level, on a feelings level, like we know in our own personal relationships, not just a superficial, but an intimate connection, a deep bond, a lifelong friend, a person who knows what you're going to say as you're saying it, a deep, real connection. That's what Yiddishkeit, Judaism, is all about, and that's what the Tanya is coming to explain to us, empower us to do, and help facilitate, which means that each and every chapter is going to conform to that mission statement of helping us clarify that and understand it better. And if something doesn't feel like it's helping to further that goal, well, it's a great place to ask a question and get to know it a little bit better. Anyway, hope you enjoyed episode 2. Tune in next week for episode 3.